Hello students, in this video let us we discuss about one of the important concept of chapter number 10, that is cell cycle and cell division. In previous video we discussed what is cell cycle and what is cell division. Here the types of cell division will start. Types of cell division. So the cell division includes, there are two types. One is mitosis and another one is meiosis. These are the two types of cell division which we observed in the organisms. So the mitosis, first we will take the mitosis. Mitosis is a kind of cell division or process of division of cell where two daughter cells are formed which contain the same number of chromosomes of its parent cell, right? It's a kind of cell division and it is called equational cell division. Equational cell division, since why we called equational cell division, because if parent cell has 2n number of chromosomes, that means diploid. If this parent cell, you consider this is the parent cell, has 2n number of chromosomes, and when it undergoes cell division, so there is a formation of two daughter cells. The daughter cells also having the two diploid set of chromosomes in each daughter cell. So that's what we call equational cell division. So the mitosis, wherever it occurs, so in any organism, either in plants or animals, mitosis is said to be equational cell division, because the whatever the new two daughter cells are formed now, that daughter cells are receiving same number of chromosomes of its parent cell has, right? So now it occurs, where it occurs, the mitosis usually occurs in the somatic cells. What do you call somatic cells? We call it as somatic cells or body cells. What do you call body cells of both the animals and plants, we can say. Somatic cells means other than germ cells. So it's not germ cells. Other than germ cells or body cells are called the somatic cells. They are not germ cells at all, right? So there is no germ cells involved in the this mitosis process, right? So usually the germ cells are showing meiosis, right? So later on we will discuss that. Next, there are two events. The main two events should take place for each mitosis. So the mitosis has two events, namely karyokinesis and followed by cytokinesis. Karyokinesis and cytokinesis. These are the two events must take place to finish the one complete cell division, right? So already we have studied that the before mitosis there is a interphase. Yes, next mitosis, next again interphase. In this way, so it will be in cyclic pattern. The cell is undergo divide. Next, so the phases, the main phases of mitosis. Yes, phases of mitosis. There are four phases which which are said to be key phases, we can say. So there may be a we can divide for our study purpose even number of more phases, but main 4 key phases we should study. That is, first one, prophase, and second one, metaphase, and third one, prophase, metaphase, third is anaphase, and fourth, telophase. These are the 4 phases, are the key phases of mitosis. So just after interphase, so our growth phase we can say, so that is prophase, the cell undergo prophase. So in prophase, as we know, in interphase, so I'll take here interphase, or the what we called it includes synthetic phase and growth phase all there. So here in the nucleus, this is a cell, so there is a chromatin material is there, nucleolus is there as usual. So as you know the structure in prophase, what changes are takes place here. So with this simple diagram, this is the, I'll consider nucleus, and this is the whole cell, right? So here what happens, this chromatin become the chromosomes, right? That forms the chromosome structures like this. There is a formation of chromosomes like this, right? So you can show 2 or 4. Next, the centriole, here the pole that also starts dividing. Here this is what the centriole is forming here, centriole, right? Yes, here in interphase, chromatin was thread-like, and they are become in prophase, they are condensed to form chromosomes. Yes, and these chromosomes in the metaphase stage, in the next stage, metaphase, I'll take here the metaphase. So this is, I'll consider prophase. Next one is metaphase here. So in metaphase, what happens, the highly condensed chromosomes, they come at equator like this. You can show these are the chromosomes come at equator, right? The chromosomes comes at equator here, so you can observe the diagram. And centrioles also reach at the opposite poles. Centrioles, these are the centrioles which reach the opposite poles, and spindle fibers are also formed, and which are attached to the kinetochore here, right? These are the spindle fibers, so you can mention here, these are spindle fiber, right? And this is the equator of cell, or cell equator we can say. Yes, metaphase is the second phase, so you can remember, and a short phase we can say, so it may finish in 2 to 10 minutes. So later on, this chromosomes are, when they came at the equator, they are all attached with the spindle fibers to its kinetochore. This is what the bracket like structure, kinetochore we can say. So in the next stage, so you can consider anaphase. So in the anaphase, so you can observe here this is what the anaphase somewhat cell little elongates. So and you can show that the actually in the anaphase the centromere splits. This is what the centromere splits. Here the chromosomes may be in different shape, right? So these chromatin fibers, the spindle fibers, and pulling these daughter chromosomes towards the opposite poles. This is what centriole we can say. So here the daughter chromosomes. This is what the centriole and spindle fibers, and these are the daughter chromosomes. So this is the shortest phase we can say. Here the one set of chromosomes means one set of daughter chromosomes move towards the opposite poles, right? So this is what the anaphase, right? So in anaphase, this is the what the changes which we observed in the cell, that is in mitosis. Later on, this is the anaphase. Next you can go to the telophase. Here what happens in telophase, the daughter chromatids reach the poles. Here they will reach, and there is a formation of nuclear membrane again, and this chromosomes become chromatin thread-like structures, right? Nucleolus will also reappear as in the interphase what we observe now. The same way, both sides there is a formation of two nuclear membranes and daughter nuclei are formed. These are said to be daughter nuclei, and this daughter chromosomes are decoiled to form a chromatin. There is a formation of complete two daughter nuclei. This is what the telophase. And after that, cytokinesis. So after fourth phase, there is a cytokinesis takes place. During cytokinesis, the plasma membrane go deeper and forms the division of cytoplasm, and there is finally formation of two daughter cells. Two daughter cells will be formed like this. This is what cytokinesis. So in case of animals, usually what happens, the furrow enters like this. So this is what in the telophase, from outer to center it will move. But in case of plants, there is a difference. We observe that in plant cell, so usually from center to towards the outer. So in this way, equatorial plate is formed, and by that the two daughter cells will be formed completely, right? So this is what the difference in the animal cells and plant cells during cytokinesis. But the same stages, so what the phases what we observed, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, which we observed in the either in plants or animals, it is same, right? So this is important for 5 marks, and practice this with few, at least 2 to 3 points you should mention for each phases, the changes which takes place during each phase, right? So once again go through this one. In prophase, so what happens, the condensation of chromosomes takes place from chromatin material, and nucleolus disappears, nuclear membrane is also broken, and that also disappears, right? In metaphase, so what changes we can observe here, all highly condensed chromosomes are come at the equator. This is very important, and equator plate is formed here, and it is a shorter time stage, we can say. Even this is anaphase is also shortest phase of the S, and third phase of the mitosis. So here the uh, centromere of the chromosome splits longitudinally and produce two daughter uh, chromosomes, and that daughter chromosomes move towards the opposite poles by the help of spindle fibers with that centrioles. And finally, in the telophase, the two daughter nuclei are formed, and by cytokinesis, this is what the cytokinesis, two daughter cells are formed. These are the daughter cells are formed after each mitosis. So this is called the equational cell division. Remember, equational cell division you can observe here. So once again you can see the this one all points. So this is what is the mitosis. Thank you, students.